David Guetta, Nicki Minaj, and Afrojack on 97.9, 105.5 KISS FM. It's Big Poppa and Banna in the morning on the Lennon's Jewelers Hotline. She is a correspondent for Entertainment Tonight, Nischelle Turner. Nischelle, good morning. How are you?
Good morning. I'm good. How are you?
We're good. Now I know you come from a sports background, and from sports, and then going into Entertainment Tonight and whatnot. It's amazing how the world can change in a heartbeat. It seems like all of a sudden it's Caitlyn Jenner madness everywhere.
Listen, I tell you, Caitlyn Jenner broke the internet yesterday. Literally, we always joke about that, but she went from 75,000 Twitter followers to 1 million in less than 4 hours. So it was crazy. And you're right. I've kind of been talking to people about this because I do come from a sports background, and I was saying, we once held Bruce Jenner up as the gold standard for American masculinity, an Olympic champion, the world's greatest athlete. Right. And now we see Caitlyn Jenner in full regalia and a bustier on the cover of Vanity Fair in full makeup. It's really kind of, a shocking adjustment for what we thought we knew. But I think that we're all getting like a life lesson here, and it's really a teaching moment.
Oh, it absolutely is. And it's a teaching moment, and it's also a very easy lesson as far as acceptance and seeing how far we've come as a country and as the human race as far as accepting people's personal choices.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, I think that the one thing we heard, especially from Hollywood a lot yesterday at Entertainment Tonight, was a lot of applause for bravery, and we've heard the line a lot, live and be who you are, and if you're happy, then we're happy. And I think that says a lot about who we are as a people. But here's the thing that I was, hoping, Big Poppa, and I hope that everybody can do, is really have a conversation about it. Because as much as we want Caitlyn Jenner to be happy and not being able to imagine living your life for 65 years, not being who you are and being uncomfortable, I also hope that the transgender community and everyone can understand that not everybody gets it right away, and that we can really have a conversation, and people really probably have questions and don't understand, and that we can all kind of get it from here,
Absolutely. We're talking to Nischelle Turner, correspondent for Entertainment Tonight on the Lennon's Jewelers Hotline. For everything you want and need in the world of celebrity news, you can go to...
Ooh, I like that.
Listen, Nischelle, this isn't my first rodeo. Come on now. etonline.com, etonline.com. And, of course, you can follow Nischelle at Nischelle Turner on Twitter. Ben and I were actually talking about this earlier this morning. If you're from a small town and, say you are in the same position that Bruce is in, except, you're not a, national celebrity.
Exactly.
Okay? You grow up in
quote-unquote Kardashian.
Yeah. You grew up in a small town, and if you want to make the change, like Bruce did, changing into Caitlyn, you drive an hour away. You drive, 100 miles out of town, and you can start over. You can start over as who you want to be,
and nobody would know.
Exactly. You can start fresh. Caitlyn doesn't have can't really do that, and I think that really adds to people applauding her for doing this.
Yeah. Well, here's what then Bruce Jenner told Diane Sawyer, that at that point he, and now it's she, but at that point he was doing this because he wanted, people to learn from this. And maybe because there's such high suicide rates in the trans community and also murder rates in the trans community. And lots of people are still attacked for who they are because people don't understand. It was for him at that point a chance to really let people learn and understand that, hey, we're just like you. We're just trying to figure out life. And now we see her, and we're starting to get, this is what, she's talking about. This is what we're all, like, this is what she was searching for. And I like I said, I still don't get it. I cover it every day, and I'm still learning. from this situation. So I know other people are learning because, I didn't understand the pronouns. The him, her, some
Sure.
transgender individuals like
Yeah.
gender neutral pronouns of they and them. Laverne Cox does, and so we're trying to learn and figure out, and I feel awkward sometimes, and so I just really think this is interesting. But you're right. Caitlyn Jenner had to live her life out loud because Bruce Jenner had lived his life out loud. So
exactly.
yeah.
Now here's I just thought of this. In the world of public opinion, and when you are a celebrity, the world of public opinion really does matter because that's your paycheck. Whether it be movies, music, reality, whatever it is, the court of public opinion is huge for you if you are a celebrity.
Yeah.
The best thing that then Bruce could have done was that interview, because I think that interview that he gave, and it aired less than 2 months ago.
Yeah.
I think that interview changed a lot of people's minds about what he was doing and why, and kind of gave his point of view. And I think that really did a world of wonders for Caitlyn.
Oh, I agree, because I think that in that interview, Bruce Jenner came off as awkward and not having all the answers and still searching for it, and vulnerable and a real person, which we don't see the Kardashians as every single day.
Right.
So we see them as this Hollywood machine, and we see Kris Jenner as momager, extraordinaire, and
by the way,
they always are calculated.
Nischelle, by the way, I'm sorry to interrupt. By the way, I love the word momager.
She trademarked that. No one can use it now. Like, it's hers.
Now, do you owe her like $20 now? Because
I think so.
Aw, Nischelle. We're talking to Nischelle Turner on the Lennox Jewelers Hotline. Nischelle is a correspondent for Entertainment Tonight. You can follow her on Twitter at Nischelle Turner, and you can go to etonline.com for all the details on Caitlyn's big article in Vanity Fair and anything else that's going on in the celebrity. There's actually a video of Taylor Swift doing a warm-up dance before she goes on stage. It's actually pretty awesome.
Yeah, and also we were at the premiere last night of Entourage. It comes out on Friday. We were with all the guys, so we're going to have all that madness on Entertainment Tonight.
That's what's up. All right, so we hit the stuff that everyone's talking about. I want to get your. Do you think that the timing of it was on purpose, as far as Kim announcing the pregnancy, and everyone was talking about that yesterday, and all of a sudden it got trumped by Caitlyn like a son of a gun? Or do you think that was just coincidence?
We were talking about this all day yesterday. Like, do you think? And I think not, because like we were saying, Kris Jenner is such a master manipulator in the media. I don't think she would have wanted anything to trump that baby number 2 news, because before we saw the Vanity Fair cover, all of our focus at ET was, it's Kim Kardashian baby day.
Right.
So we're starting baby bump watch. And that was completely overshadowed by this. I also don't think it was a coincidence. I was asking yesterday, Caitlyn is spelled with a C. She could have spelled it with a K. Do you think that's on purpose? And maybe that's looking too much into it. But most people I talked to thought, no, they thought it was carefully planned by Bruce not to be another K when the rest of that family are all Ks.
I absolutely agree. And I know we're running short on time. And anytime, Nischelle, anytime you want to get up early and come on the show with us, you're more than welcome to. Because you're kind of awesome.
Yeah.
So we're definitely down for that. I think the funniest thing about this is the biggest backlash that I've heard on social media and just from talking to people is the fact that women are jealous because Caitlyn looks phenomenal and her skin. You know what I'm saying? Her skin is on point. She looks amazing.
Absolutely.
And for being how old? 65 years old?
65.
And
first of all, yes, the bustier was by Trashy Lingerie, and I know it. I bet it sold out yesterday because I was looking for it, and I was like, "Are you serious? Are you kidding me right now? This body? Are you kidding me?"
Right. So
yeah, I was being a hater on that front. I was just a real hater.
Nischelle Turner, correspondent for Entertainment Tonight on the Lennox Jewelers Hotline. Follow her on Twitter at Nischelle Turner, and then go to etonline.com for all of your celebrity news needs and whatnot. Again, Nischelle, thank you so much for the time. I know you're going crazy today with all of the Caitlyn Jenner stuff. Thank you so much. We'll talk to you soon, okay?
first of all, quickly, do you love it when they call you Big Papa?
I only because I put my hands in the air because I'm a true player. The person running the media tour cut it off.
Right there. Right there. Cut it off.
That's fantastic. That wasn't her that cut it off. There's a publicist that's running the media tour for her. So they have a radio station lined up every 10 minutes. And so I was out on time. She went long and she cut her off.
Wow.
Fantastic. Yeah, make sure you follow her. She was really good.
Yes.
She was really good. She actually has her start was doing sports like sideline reporting and stuff like that. And she just started on Entertainment Tonight this past fall, and absolutely incredible. So yeah, follow Nischelle Turner on Twitter at Nischelle Turner, and she's dating Steve Harvey.
Oh.
Yeah. So we'll bring that. I hope she comes back on because she was awesome. We're going to break and come back. It's Big Poppa and Banna on KISS FM.